Is neurodiversity a mental health condition? Neurodiversity refers to natural variations in brain development and function, not a mental health condition. Introduced in the 1990s by Australian sociologist Judy Singer, this concept compares brain differences to biodiversity in ecosystems, viewing them as essential for cultural evolution rather than as pathologies. The neurodiversity framework encompasses conditions like autism spectrum disorder, ASD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, dyslexia, and Tourette's syndrome. These neurodevelopmental conditions represent differences in how the brain develops from an early age. Approximately 10 to 20% of the global population is considered neurodivergent, with some estimates suggesting 1 in 7 people in the UK. Rather than viewing these differences as deficits requiring cure, the neurodiversity framework acknowledges them as valuable variations contributing to human diversity. Neurodivergent individuals often possess unique strengths alongside their challenges, such as the detailed pattern recognition associated with autism or the creative skills linked to dyslexia. Distinguishing neurodiversity from mental health conditions. Mental health and neurodiversity represent fundamentally different concepts. Mental health conditions affect thoughts, mood, and behaviors, including conditions like anxiety, depression, and stress. These typically fluctuate over time, often triggered by life events or stressors, and can affect anyone regardless of neurotype. In contrast, neurodevelopmental conditions are innate differences present from birth or early development. As stated by NHS Dorset, neurodevelopmental conditions such as autism and ADHD are not mental health conditions. While mental health conditions can develop or resolve throughout life, neurodivergent traits represent lifelong differences in information processing and interaction with the world. Common neurodivergent conditions. The neurodiversity umbrella includes many conditions affecting how individuals process information. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, affects communication, sensory processing, and social comprehension. ADHD impacts focus, impulse control, and energy levels. Dyslexia affects literacy skills. Dyscalculia affects numeracy and mathematical understanding. Dyspraxia affects motor skills, movement, and coordination. Dysgraphia affects handwriting and fine motor skills. Tourette's syndrome, characterized by involuntary physical or vocal tics. Sensory processing disorder, SPD, affects interpretation of sensory inputs. Synesthesia, where stimulation of one sensory pathway triggers experiences in another. Hyperlexia, advanced reading abilities with impacts on language comprehension. Each condition manifests differently among individuals, with varying levels of impact on daily functioning. The intersection of neurodiversity and mental health. While distinct concepts, neurodiversity and mental health frequently intersect. Research shows neurodivergent individuals experience higher rates of mental health conditions than the general population. For example, up to half of autistic people experience depression during their lifetime, and up to half of those with ADHD experience one or more anxiety disorders. This elevated risk stems from multiple factors. Living in a world designed primarily for neurotypical creates unique stressors. Masking behaviors, where neurodivergent individuals suppress natural tendencies to appear more socially acceptable, can be exhausting. Research shows 73% of neurodivergent individuals hide their condition due to fear of discrimination. Misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis can lead to inappropriate interventions. Environmental factors like sensory sensitivities can make certain environments overwhelming. Supporting neurodivergent mental health. Understanding the distinction between neurodiversity and mental health is crucial for providing appropriate support. Rather than attempting to cure neurodivergent traits, support should accommodate differences while addressing co-occurring mental health challenges. Creating neuro-inclusive environments is essential, including adapting physical spaces for sensory sensitivities, providing clear communication, and developing flexible structures for diverse cognitive styles. For example, predictable routines help reduce anxiety in autistic individuals, while those with ADHD may benefit from environments allowing movement and flexibility. Professional support should appreciate the interplay between neurodiversity and mental health.